to go back to the digital network and the way they reinforce some of those darkest perspectives these days, I think if you look at our history, there is some interesting anthropologists and philosophers debate on why are we rational animals. In fact, it happens that we are not so rational. Okay, we would like to be rational, we would like others to believe we are rational, but we are not that rational. Okay, and in fact, but we are somewhat good at see others people rational errors. And in fact, experimentally, you can ask people to give you lots of ideas, and then they forget it's their own ideas, and then they are so critical of their own ideas that they would never be otherwise. Okay, so we've evolved not to be manipulated, and so to be critical at other people's perspective. But we are very bad at being critical at our own perspective. Okay, so we're not rational animals, we are social animals. Okay, and so reason is a way to increase our social status. That's what we are evolved for. So if you want people to evolve, you have to have them start from they are, feel comfortable, and understand that there is limits to reason, which is very hard, especially their own reason. So you can play with, I don't know, all sorts of cognitive biases. Before you go to rational biases, you start with, all sorts of visual biases that we might have. And you start having a conversation about, or blindness. Okay, and you can go with the six blind men and the elephant legend, where everyone has a different perspective, and you start inviting them to realize that maybe someone else has an interesting perspective that they should be listening to. And I think in the digital age, we have to build something different, because you're asking for very specific ideas. A very specific idea is to build critical thinking collectively. What would that be? We've evolved individual critical thinking. We have to nurture it in schools. But what would be a collective critical thinking? Can we have a research program where we research this?